Yeah, I've been a real estate exec now for 30 years, so I've really got 62 years in the workforce. Mm-hmm.
Wow, Charlie, 2 full-time careers.
Yeah, I was born to work. Yeah. I'm really a workaholic.
You never see yourself retiring?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk my leadership in here to give me a lifetime contract because I'm 78 this year and I'll be 79 in May.
Right.
And I think they pretty well got me covered through 08, and I may try to negotiate for 09.
Yeah.
I'll be 80 years old, yeah.
Wow, it'd be tremendous to see that day come and then pass, and then
I'm
85.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky, I'm one of those people that love to get up in the morning and go to work. Mm-hmm. How many people can say that and really mean it? I'm there, yeah.
And you really do mean it. That's
well, in the real estate, family changes quite often. You know, we lose about 200 or 300 every year. We get 200 or 300 more, and it's a career that you can run into your 80s.
Is that right? Yeah. You can stay active.
There's no limit to it if you're inclined to stay with it.
Most realtors are. What's the difference, Charlie, between a real estate agent and a realtor? Is there one?
Yes, there is. If you are a realtor, you're allowed to wear the realtor R, as you see on our flag up there.
Oh, yeah, very nice R right behind that.
But if you're just a real estate agent, you don't belong to any organized functions. We have a code of ethics,
right,
which I refer to as our local court-martial system.
Yeah.
Everybody understands it when I say court-martial system. So if there's a complaint against a realtor out there, I process it. We set up a hearing just like a small court.
Right.
And we process it and provide due process for everyone.
Oh, and, yeah, sure.
We get a lot of nickel and dime complaints. Once in a while we get a serious one. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And we act on it right away because our reputation, you know, it depends on our doing that.
Sure. And the Coastal Carolinas Association of Realtors is Horry and Georgetown, all the realtors in the 2 counties?
There's a little, another separate little board up in Grand Strand in the North Myrtle Beach area.
Okay, right.
They have about 500 or 600 members up there.
But
great small board.
Many of them are part of both, though. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
They have to use our multiple listing system.
Right.
We're the technology center for all the places at Horry, Georgetown.
Sure, sure. And y'all are part of the National Association of Realtors?
Yes, we are. We're a 3-tiered organization. If you join locally, you're automatically a member of state and national.
Okay.
And we share our dues 3 ways. You know, actually most of the dues stay here, but a share of it goes to the state and national.
Of course, y'all have had a great, or the Fortune Academy's had a great symbiotic relationship with the Coastal Carolina.
Very much so. Very much so. We've worked with them for years. I used to teach for them, and yeah, it was just great. I had my own little real estate school in North Carolina once. I was Champion Real Estate School. So
Champion up in the
North Carolina.
Right. Of course, there's other great real estate schools in the area, and they all deal with, I'm sure, CCAR as well.
Oh yeah, you wind up with us at the end, whatever happens. Yeah.
Right, absolutely. You know, so much has to happen to get into a career and stick with it. For you, having been in 2 careers, well beyond the amounts of time that a lot of people just have at one career, what's that been like for you, Charlie, to be able to look back after 32 years in the military, and now to be able to look back after 30 years as being a realtor? I'm
very proud of both of them, of course. There was different objectives in the military and in civilian life. The military, unless you're in the war, is a little bit easier because everything is prescribed according to the code, you know.
Right.
But now in civilian life, you have a lot of decisions that are made by yourself and others that affect you, some good, some bad. But the military was, if you could conform, was an easier way to make it. In civilian life, there are a lot of other avenues that are effective to your career. Yeah,
right.
Affected, yeah.
Some of the early inspirations for you, Charlie, who were some of the folks early in life that really...
a 3rd grade school teacher named Miss Harris.
Is that right?
Yeah. And a 7th grade English teacher named Miss Van Gorder.
Wow.
And I remember those people. I remember them well.
3rd grade teacher. What was it about Miss Harris that really stands out?
She knew that I was poor and she took care of me.
Huh.
Yeah, she gave me the recognition that I needed.
Right.
Because I obviously being very poor, very shy. I would try to stay in the corner and she'd bring me out of the corner.
Wow. And
then I had Miss South teach me Latin in the 10th grade, and I remember her, very beautiful young woman. I remember my Latin book because I had to buy used books every year. I couldn't use buy new ones, didn't have the money.
Right.
But that hotel where I worked would usually fund my books. But I remember reading in this used Latin book that I had, Latin is a dead language, dead as dead can be. First it killed the Romans, and now it's after me. You don't see much Latin anymore, do you?
No, but it's what my grandmother used to call a kind of a gentleman's education. You know, learning Latin was very important, the basis of everything.
Well, I was serving in the Far East when I was working on my master's, and I took Japanese as my college language.
Wow.
I was a straight C student. and very proud.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, if you don't use that Japanese, you don't keep it with you, right?
I bet.
Yeah, and I went to night school 19 years to get my baccalaureate degree.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
19 years? During your service in the military?
You could go 2 or 4 nights a week. Usually I was a foot soldier out in the field digging foxholes.
Right.
And I could probably only make 2 nights a week. But my colonels and my generals were so proud of me that they would loan me their Jeep at 5 o'clock, and they'd put a dead tag on me, wounded, I was declared dead.
Right.
And they'd let me leave from 5 till 9 and take their Jeep and go into class.
No.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Did that 19 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Some of those folks probably stand out in your mind as well.
Oh, they do, sure.
Yeah, some of the folks in military service, and obviously they're all following that same code. And of course, there's the Code of Military Justice and other codes that that folks really have to think about as well.
Well, I'll tell you, when I took that test, what I wanted to be in that placement center, I came out real estate. I was working on my master's. To get to that university as the ROTC professor, I had to have a master's.
Right.
Well, after I got the baccalaureate, and the University of Kentucky was where I got where I was my ROTC assignment.
Right.
They required a master's degree, and I got a master's degree in public administration with an emphasis in city and county government, hospital administration.
Did you ever think of going into that?
I have. I looked real hard at it. I did an internship in the city manager's office, and I did one at a VA hospital. So I had a pretty good grasp. I was pretty flexible. Yeah.
That's tremendous.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of confidence to get that master's degree. I thought, boy, when I got that baccalaureate, I was already 40-some years old. I thought, my God, I just made another plateau.
Anymore, yeah.
Got a plateau here, but then you seem to want to reach out.
Right.
And I got enough stuff to do a PhD up in my office upstairs here.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do, absolutely. And your office is upstairs. And speaking of this location, we're less than a month from October 11th. You got a big event coming up here on October 11th.
Yeah, we're having a legislative pig picking.
Okay.
Once a year, we invite all the candidates that are running for office or might even be thinking about running for office. And we have a big pig picking in here.
Right.
We've had as many as 700 people.
No way.
Yeah, we have beer, soft drinks, and cocktails.
Right.
And it's $10 a person. You can eat all the food you want, and you're entitled to 2 drinks for that. And
is that right?
Yeah, we kind of restrict the amount of drinking because we don't want anyone to leave here and get hurt.
Sure. Local, state, and national representatives.
Yeah, we invite the president, the vice president, and all of the Congress, and all of the state candidates.
Right.
Down to the school board. I forgot the school board one year, and I caught the devil for that. Yeah.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, yeah. Very important, particularly when you're talking about some of those tremendous educators that really made a difference for you.
Well, I can remember them, too,
Yeah. It's amazing some of those things you have vivid memories of, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Folks,
I remember that little old chef in that kitchen. His name was Guy Shimmerhorn. He had been a horse jockey, and he got thrown and hurt. But he was the chef in that big hotel.
At the John Sevier.
Yeah, about this tall. Yeah, Shimmerhorn.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Did you ever keep up with some of those people later in life?
I'm very good about that. I go back and look at them. I have the lists of all the officers that I've served with. And of course, I read the bulletin every month of who's died, and I chalk them all. But I have a big list, phone numbers. I'll call them once a year and say, hi, I'm doing well, how are you doing?
Right. That's very important to keep up with folks. Is that something you picked up as a realtor, or you think that's just innate? Charlie Brindel.
I'm a people person.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people, when their friends leave, they never go back. Once I'm your friend forever. Yeah.
Those are great words. If a viewer wanted to learn more about the pig picking, is there a good phone number they could call to sign up?
Yes, we have a coordinator for that type of activity. Her name is Brooke Baker, and it's 839-8084.
Okay, great.
And she'll be glad to take your reservation. You pick your ticket up here, we'll mail it to you, or whatever you want us to do. We'll be glad to do it for you.
The event's from 5:30 to 8:30 on
5:30
Thursday,
to 8:30.
October 11th.
That's absolutely correct, sir.
Brooke at 839-8084. And it's important to call ahead of time.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for remembering that, because, you know, we kind of get some idea of how many people are coming so we can prepare the right amount of food.
Sure. Very definitely. Very definitely. What do you think's been the best part about being a realtor for you, Charlie? What's been the best aspect there?
Being innovative, having visions to make changes, stay ahead of the crest. I'm a great innovator. I have a great vision for the organization. I love it. And we do more for our realtor members in this area than anywhere else in the nation. We have never raised our dues since I've been here. Last year we gave our members back $85. And our net worth now, with that 3 acres back there in this building, that's $6 million.
Is that right?
Yeah, and they didn't have enough money to pay me when I first got here. I worked 19 weeks without pay. I'd work for them for nothing, but don't tell them that. Okay? Yeah.
That's right. It's Tuesday morning. Those are great words. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Out of time. Absolutely.
Good. I hope I made a few points for my Realtor R here.
I love it. Absolutely. And it's a big R. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Charlie Brindel coming up next. 839-8084. 839-8084. The $10 covers the barbecue, all the fixings there, even a couple of drinks. It'll be a tremendous evening Thursday, October 11th. Thursday, October 11th, right here at the Charlie Brindel building of the Coastal Carolinas Association of Realtors. Get out of here, 5:30, 8:30 p.m. It's the 26th annual Legislative Day Pig Picking. You need to take the time. Pick up the phone, 839-8084. Think of those words, your mother looking down at you saying, Charlie, Joanne, we've worn out our welcome here. Thankfully, she had 6 sisters and 4 brothers, and so they had that opportunity to move around with all of Charlie and his sisters, aunts, and uncles. But if it wasn't for them, they would have remained in that tent for more than the 18 months at a time. He may not have found the John Sevier Hotel there in Johnson City, Tennessee. There's so many other things. He may not have met that chef. Some of those great names you heard him talking about, Miss Van Gorder and Miss Harris and Miss South, those early names stick in people's minds. Education is really what it's all about at an early age, whether it's now at the Coastal Carolina Association of Realtors, educating so many tremendous young realtors and older realtors coming out, the Fortune Academy doing the exact same thing, or folks like Charlie making a difference every day.